players that you know fit the Raiders.
You had some decisions to make at 13. What was it about Brock Bowers in your mind that set him apart?
I mean, it's different. You're talking about probably the most dynamic football player in college football at the tight end position in a long time. And it's rare you get a guy like that. You know, that can line up as a slot receiver, see him in the backfield, reverse, catch the ball. I think more importantly, his toughness. Watching him block in the SEC, watching him get after guys, I mean, that's what impressed me. Just a gritty player, more importantly, a winner, and he can help us score points.
Were you surprised, disappointed? What kind of emotions that when you get to 13, all the quarterbacks were gone?
Oh, I was excited to pick.
So when you guys did your mock, did you think that they'd all be gone? I mean, 6 and 12, that just seemed like a lot.
It was a lot. Thinking NFL record, right? So it was one of those situations you just played out. You sit there watching like everybody else, and again, you got your board, you got guys on your board, you're sitting there, and you look and you say, okay, you got A or B or whatever it is, and obviously we're very fortunate to get a guy like Brock Bowers in our room, in our building.
Coach, how often and how successful do you think this upcoming season running 2 tight end sets with Michael and Brock could be?
Successful. I mean, I look at the National Football League is difficult. I mean, being a former player going against 12 personnel, the matchups, the alignments that they get you in, what you defensively, I think becomes an issue as well. But you look at really, I think we're fortunate to have 2 tight ends on our roster that in the last 4 years of college football are pretty much the best 2. And I think hopefully that creates issues. It's going to create issues for us in practice. We'll see that. In our division, we got some really good tight ends, so it'll be good reps for us as well.
You mentioned looking for guys.
X's and O's standpoint, as a former linebacker, how tough is it to defend a 12 personnel package on the other side of the ball?
It's very difficult. I mean, just again, because working these guys align, and I think when you look at our guys, both of them can do a lot of things for you. You can line them up again. I told you, slot at the number 1 wide receiver. You can put them in line. You can put them in pairs. But more importantly, who's matching up on the other side against us? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Is it a nickel? Is it a corner? So I think each team throughout the league, when you look at their 12 personnel, their body types and their skill set changes defensively what you like to do and what you want to do. And that dictates. And I think hopefully our 12 personnel does that this season.
When you were playing, did you face that a lot, or was that even in vogue yet?
It wasn't as big. I mean, most, if you think about 12 personnel in the 2000s, it was a true Y. Like that extra lineman and that really skilled player, right? The Shockies, the Whitneys of the world, Chris Cooley's, those guys in the division I played in. And then you had that guy that was just like, man, he's 6'6", 270, just an extra offensive lineman. And this is different. You're talking about skilled players who can catch the ball, who can come out the backfield, who can do a lot of different things for you. And you see it. Kansas City does it a lot with their tight ends. Be honest, Bowers. We didn't see that one. Didn't see it. Didn't think he'll be there at 13. And was just shocked to see it, kind of just like, okay, he started counting. Wow, okay. No brainer there. I mean, when you get a dynamic player, a guy that loves football, doesn't really like to talk to the media, so sorry guys, he's not really long-winded. But he's all about ball, and he's a winner, man. He's a winner, he's tough, he wants to get better. I think the first thing, I talked to Mike right away when we drafted him, and I said, man, damn, this is gonna be a great combination. 2 young studs to grow up together within our organization that can help us win a lot of games.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you guys.